Steamers fans, and welcome back to Catching Up with the Clams. This week, joined by two players, Holden Drake and RD Lutz. And since it's their second year here in Edenton, we figured we would do a little bit of a light segment. We'll start off with some questions and then get into some more personal ones. They even have pictures of each other to see who's most likely to do certain things, so you fans can get a behind-the-scenes preview of what it's like to be an Edenton Steamer. Boys, how are you?
Good, how are you? Thanks for having us.
Yes,
no problem.
Thanks for having us. Just living the dream.
Okay, so before we get into the fun and games, talk a little bit about your first year with Edenton and how it's been different in year two.
Oh, well, last year's a great year for us. It was a fun year. I love to hear, great people. And then this year, the only difference is really just different people on the team, a couple different coaches, and new players. We're the only returning players, so Holden was the only guy new from last year. But it's been a good time so far.
Yeah, it's always a great time here in Edenton. Special town. They love us here. So, we just want to win ball games for the team and, get to know all the players and new coaches. So, but no, it's a great time. I'm happy to be back.
And you guys got win number 1 on Tuesday, back in action tonight. What's it going to take to get back-to-back wins before you start facing off against some of the North opponents?
Yeah, just throw some cheese and hit some dingers. I think that's the key for the win tonight. So hopefully that can happen.
Yeah, just keep the offense rolling like it has been, and pitchers, we just keep pitching well. I think we can get it done. So.
Okay, let's get into why you guys really came here. The competition, most likely to. So we have a couple of most likely questions. We'll start off with an easy one. Most likely to forget a piece of their uniform. Okay, so you both went with opposite picks. So
actually, it's probably me.
Okay, so the truth comes out.
Likely me, yeah.
Holden Drake most likely to forget a piece of his uniform. Who's most likely to be late to practice?
I'm gonna go with me.
I'm gonna go with Artie.
Yeah.
I hate being late to things, so
I do too.
I'm always early. So
I do too,
like,
but he's the one that picks me up because I don't have a car
Yeah,
here. So if we're late, it's probably because of me. So.
Okay, so 1 vote for Holden, 1 vote for RD so far. Most likely to strike out the side. Confident vote of RD.
No.
I'm gonna go with Holden.
Okay.
I think if we go back and look at the stats, his K per 9 is higher, and he's struck out the side more times than I have, so it's definitely him. We can go back to video if we need to, but it's definitely you.
Now you both love Edenton so much, the people love you here, so who's most likely to become mayor of Edenton?
I'm gonna go with Holden on this one. He's a North Carolina native, so I think, I'm from Illinois, so I don't know if they like me too much here.
I think I might have the edge on that one. So.
Okay, so 2 for Holden, 1 for RD. Most likely to go yard in a round of BP.
I'm gonna go with myself.
Look at this guy. He's huge.
What pitch you looking for, RD?
Oh, fastball, low. I can't hit anything up, or a curveball. But actually, last year we took BP, and the pitchers did, and I actually took one out. So might be a small field, but I'm still proud of that one.
I did not take one out. So definitely this guy.
Who's most likely to lift the most?
I'm gonna go with Holden. I've never seen him in the weight room, but I feel like he's sneaky strong.
It's this guy. I've seen him in the weight room. He's an animal. It's not fair. I wish I had like half of his strength, but it's all good.
It's very nice. Thank you.
The bromance continues to grow. Okay, so now some more. These aren't most likely, but just a couple questions about Edenton. What's your go-to spot for food?
The Garden Buffet.
Garden Buffet's a big one for
yeah.
sure. It's a Chinese buffet, so all you can eat, cheap prices too.
Oh yeah,
so
great
get
price,
past that.
great food, great service.
Edenton Coffee House is probably my favorite place. Great coffee. I'm a big coffee guy. Love my caffeine. So, coffee. They got some great egg and sausage, or egg and bacon bagel sandwiches. They're great.
So that or the Westover General Store, great subs. It's a great deli place.
I actually just had a turkey sub from there today.
Yeah,
so,
it's kind of hard to narrow it down to one because there's so many great places here.
Great place.
You guys are just going on and on about this town.
Yeah. Yes.
It's
Good
a great
food.
place.
Good food in
yeah.
Edenton.
You will eat well in Edenton, North Carolina.
Favorite off-day activity in Edenton?
I'm a big golfer, so I like to hit the course on off days. Or most likely going to be on the golf course.
Either being on the boat or taking a nap. Both of those are a lot of fun. So naps are always nice.
And lastly, where's your favorite spot to stop at on the way to a road game?
Sheets. Sheets without a question.
Yep.
Sheets is the greatest
Sheets has
place
everything.
ever. So Sheets for sure.
It's better than Wawa.
Definitely.
Yeah, so gonna have to go with Sheets.
Well, thank you guys, Holden Drake, R.D. Lutz, for joining us here on episode number 2 of Catching Up with the Clams. Steamers back in action tonight against Wilmington, 7 o'clock, first pitch right here, historic Hicks Field. Make sure to come out, and thank you both.
Yep, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having
Go
us. It
Steamers.
was a pleasure.